I hit play on the security feed. Blake leans over the desk. Sarah's legs are hooked around him. The sound of his zipper pulls me up from my chair. As soon as Tess signs the merger, she's out. And we're rich, Blake whispers, his voice slick. I freeze. My fingers clutch the mouse. My chest tightens. Blake. I hiss, gripping the edge of my desk. He freezes mid-motion.
Tess.
I lean closer to the screen. Sarah laughs. She'll never see this coming. Blake smiles, running a hand through his hair.
Perfect.
We play nice, close the deal, then bye-bye Tess. I slam my hand down on the keyboard. The screen goes black. Heart pounding, I stagger back. Unbelievable, I mutter. My office feels suddenly empty, walls closing in. I grab my phone.
Call him. Ring. Ring. Ring.
Hello. Blake says casually. I take a deep breath. Where are you?
Home.
Why? Don't play dumb, I snap. I saw the feed.
He laughs smooth. Feed?
What feed?
You.
Sarah. The deal. The plan to oust me. I saw everything. Silence. Then his voice drops low. Tess, you don't know what you're talking about. Oh, I know exactly what I'm talking about, I say. And I'm keeping evidence.
Click.
I hang up. I move to the drawer and pull out my laptop. Backup drives, encrypted folders, everything. I download the feed before it disappears. My hands shake. Rage hits like a punch. I can feel it in my jaw, my knuckles. Sarah walks past my doorway. Tess, you okay? I don't answer. My eyes are fixed on the screen.
She stops.
You look pale, she says. I turn, fake smile in place. Just thinking. Don't mind me. She nods, suspicious, and leaves. I sit back down, staring at Blake's smug expression on the video. Not for long. I whisper to myself. Phone buzzes. Blake's name again. I ignore it. I can't deal with his voice. Not now. I grab the merger papers off my desk. Fingers tremble over the pen. I have leverage. I have evidence. I have control if I act smart. I print a copy of the video. Another copy goes in my safe. One more on a cloud drive. Then I pause.
Breathe.
Calculate. I pick up my phone. Text to Sarah. We need to talk. My office.
Now.
Minutes later, she walks in, confident, laughing.
Tess.
You look tense. I hold up the video. Explain this. Her eyes widen. Yeah, that's exactly what it looks like. I cut her off. She swallows hard. Tess. I slam the desk. Don't lie to me.
You betrayed me.
Both of you. Blake's face appears in my mind. My throat tightens. Sign the merger. I whisper, almost to myself, and you're out. Sarah stumbles backward. Tess. I mean it. Pack your things. You're fired. She opens her mouth to argue. I slam my hand on the desk.
She stops.
I sit down. Calm, collected. For the first time in hours, I feel power in my hands. Phone rings. Blake again. I answer, ice in my voice. It's over. I've got the evidence. Prepare yourself.
Click.
I hang up. I lean back. Merge papers in hand. Laptop ready. Strategy forming. They think they control the board. They think I'm naive. They're wrong. Tomorrow I start dismantling everything they built. And Blake? He won't see it coming. I slam the car door. Keys in ignition. Engine roars. Blake's text. Tess, we need to talk. I ignore it. Eyes on the canyon road. Curves ahead. Cliffs dropping. Wind whipping. Hands tighten on the wheel. Merger papers beside me. Evidence saved. Heart racing. I shift into gear. Tires bite the asphalt. Suddenly, a sharp tug. Brakes fail. Pedal hits the floor. Nothing. Shit.
I yell.
Wheel jerks. Car slides. Gravel sprays. I fight for control.
Swerving.
Cliff on my right. Guardrails splinter. Phone rings. Blake's name flashes. I ignore it. Focus on survival. Curve tightens. I downshift. Nothing. Engine revs. Car tilts. Edge of road. Gravel gives way. Come on. I scream. I steer with everything I have. Wheels spin. Screech against rock. A truck approaches. Horn blares. I swerve more. Tires scrape cliffside. I grip the wheel until my knuckles whiten. Heart pounds. Focus, Tess. I mutter. Brakes still dead. Steering heavy. Road narrows. Another curve. Drop ahead. Gravel slides. I slam the wheel. Tires skid. Sparks. Rock hits windshield. I see the canyon below. Edge closer. I yank the emergency brake. Car fishtails. Sparks. Tires dig into gravel. Metal screeches. Air hums in my ears. Then miracle. Car stops inches from the drop. I sit, chest heaving. Hands shaking. Papers scattered. Engine idling. Phone buzzes again. Blake. Ignore. I grab the door handle. Step out. Wind slams against me. I drop to my knees. Gravel under my hands. A truck slows behind me. Driver points. I wave. They move on. Car still teeters. I check tires. Undamaged. Brakes dead. I rip the seatbelt off. Grab merger papers. Grip tight. I pull out phone. Emergency call. Yes, Canyon Road near switchback. Car brake failure. Possible cliff edge. Stuck, but alive. Operator repeats. I nod. Heart racing. Minutes crawl. I pace around car. Gravel slides underfoot. Cliff drops below. Finally, sirens. Lights flash in distance. Rescue crew. Ma'am, step back. I comply. They secure the car. Tow truck arrives. One rescuer. You okay? I wipe sweat from my brow.
Fine.
Just shaken. They nod. Stabilize the car. Tow away from edge. I grab papers. Everything intact. My laptop bag. Backups untouched. Phone buzzes. Blake again. I don't answer. I step into the SUV rescue crew brought. Seatbelt clicks. Engine hums.
Safe for now.
I exhale. Cold air. Gravel dust. Heart still pounding. I look at the canyon below.
Could have been gone.
I straighten. Merge papers in hand. Laptop secure. Nothing lost. You'll be fine, a rescuer says. I nod. Better than fine. Phone still buzzing.
Blake.
Ignore. Thoughts racing. Evidence safe. Plan intact. Next move forming. Revenge.
Divorce. Pivot.
Financial power. I stare forward. Canyon behind. Life ahead. Let's go. I whisper to myself. SUV pulls out. Wheels crunch gravel. Road ahead. Sun rising. Everything changed in minutes. I hold merger papers tighter. Eyes forward. Mind sharp. Blake thinks he has me cornered. He's wrong. I open my eyes. Sun streams through the blinds. Warmth hits my face. Heart still pounding, but alive. I sit up. Sheets twisted. Body stiff but moving.
Kitchen.
Coffee brewing. Eggs sizzling. I swing legs off the bed. Stand. Feet hit the floor. Water runs. Cold on my face. Splash twice. Mirror. Eyes sharp. Hair messy but strong. Lips tight. Phone buzzes. Unknown number. I ignore. I grab mug, sip coffee. Steady hands. Door creaks. Morning, a voice says. I turn.
Aris. Standing in doorway.
Lean, calm, dangerous. You're awake, he says. I raise an eyebrow. I was never really asleep. He smirks. Impressive. I set mug down. Why are you here? Checking in. You looked like you survived yesterday's little adventure. I tilt my head. I did. Barely. He crosses arms. Good. I like survivors. I grab a plate. Butter toast. Take a bite. Eyes on him. He steps closer. No panic today? Why would I panic? I say. I woke up. That's all that matters. He nods slowly. Focus suits you. I chew. Swallow. Wipe crumbs. What's next? He leans on the counter. Decide what you want. You're alive. That's advantage enough. I set plate down. Walk to window. Look outside. Trees swaying.
Cars below.
Life going on.
He follows.
You're calm. That's dangerous. I smirk. Dangerous is good. Keeps them guessing. Phone buzzes again.
Blake.
I ignore. Want me to handle him? Aris asks. I shake my head. Not yet. Let him think he matters. He tilts his head. And you'll strike. Eventually, I say. Timing is everything. He studies me. You're cold. I turn. I survived a canyon yesterday. I'm allowed to be cold. Aris steps closer. I like it. Sharp. Unstoppable. I glance at him. You're the help or the distraction? Both, he says. Pick your battles. I nod. Eyes scanning the room. Mind racing. Plans forming. Kitchen timer dings.
Toast done.
I grab it, slice through quickly.
Bite.
Hungry, he asks. I swallow. Always. He smirks.
Good.
Energy matters. I finish toast. Toss plate in sink. Wash hands. Face calm, focused. Doorbell rings. I grab phone.
Camera.
Unknown visitor. Aris steps behind me. Go check. Careful. I nod. Step to door. Open slowly. No one. Just package. Heavy. My name. I carry it inside. Tear open. Inside. Survival kit, documents, a note. Use wisely. I glance at Aris. He shrugs. They know you're awake. I nod. Then I'm ready. Sunlight hits my face again. I take a deep breath. Heart steady now. Hands firm. Mind clear. Blake thinks he can control me.
He's wrong.
I look at Aris. Let's move.
He smirks.
Finally. Action suits you. I grab my coat. Steps sharp, precise. Out the door. Car waiting. Engine running. I climb in. Aris beside me. Doors close.
We drive.
Wind in hair. Streets alive. I grip the wheel briefly, then relax. Eyes forward. Survivor. Focused. Dangerous. Today starts my next move. No fear. No hesitation. Only strategy. And Blake? He won't see what's coming. I step into the office. Door swings shut behind me. Sarah's there, smug, leaning against the desk.
Tess.
Morning. I don't answer. I walk straight to her. Watch this, I say, holding on my phone. The screen shows the video. Her eyes widen. She steps back. Tess, that's not. Don't lie, I snap. Every word, every move. Blake's voice echoes in my mind. We'll be rich. I press play. Her face pales as she watches herself. I don't flinch. You thought you could manipulate me. Use him. Use me. She swallows. Tess, I can explain. Explain what? I step closer. How you conspired with my husband. How you laughed at me. It's not, she stumbles, trying to backpedal. I grab a folder from the desk. Documents, copies of emails, proof of their plan. Slam it onto her desk. Enough, I say. You're done here.
What?
You can't. I just did. I walk around the desk, circling her. Pack your things. You're fired. Her voice shakes. Tess, please. You don't understand the consequences.
I lean in.
I understand perfectly. I have everything I need. She glances at the video again. Fear in her eyes. You betrayed me. I continue. Now, watch me move forward without you. She stumbles back, tears forming. This is insane. Blake, Not my problem anymore, I say.
Out.
She hesitates. I point to the door. 2 minutes later, she's gone. Office empty. Silence. I drop into the chair.
Breathe.
Collect thoughts. Heart racing but steady. Phone buzzes. Blake. Ignore. Laptop on desk. Check files. Everything intact. Nothing compromised. I open a drawer. Safe. Place the video inside.
Locked.
Back up in cloud. Door opens. Aris steps in. Calm, sharp. You handled her, he says. Yes, I reply. No hesitation. He studies me. Good. Focused. Focused is power, I say. And she underestimated me. He nods. And Blake. I lean back. Soon. He'll learn fast. He smirks. I like it when you're in control. I stand. Walk to the window. Sunlight hits my face. Hands firm, posture sharp. Phone buzzes again. Another text from Blake. I don't read. I don't care. Aris moves closer. Next move. I glance at him. Make sure nothing can touch me. Not him, not anyone. Control the narrative. And wait for the right moment. He nods. Already in motion. I pick up a pen. Scribble notes. Quick, decisive. Plans forming. Every action accounted for. Door opens. Assistant brings coffee. I take it. Nods, thanks.
Keep moving.
Another assistant steps in. Do you want me to handle Sarah's files? I shake my head. Destroyed. Nothing remains. Blake's betrayal fuels me. Every breath, every heartbeat, every movement is calculated. Aris steps closer. You're ready. I nod. Always ready. He smirks. Good. Timing is key. I move toward the door. Let's make sure everyone knows who's in charge. He follows. Silent, powerful. I stop in a hallway. Glance back at the empty office. I told you once. I whisper to myself. Betray me and you're out. We step into the elevator. Doors close. Blake is out there. Thinking he controls everything. He doesn't. I feel it in my veins.
Power.
Focus. Revenge ready to strike. The elevator descends. Ground floor.
Lobby.
I walk with purpose. Aris beside me. Outside, sunlight.
Wind.
City alive. I smile faintly. Let's move. Aris nods. Next step. We exit. Every step measured. Every breath a promise. Blake won't see it coming. I won't stop until he's finished. I walk into the restaurant. No pause. No scan. Aris already waits in the corner booth. He doesn't stand. Just looks up. You're late. I'm precise, I say, sliding into the seat. You ready? He folds his hands. Always. My phone vibrates. Blake. Again. I flip the screen face down. He's calling nonstop. Aris smirks. Good. That means he's losing control. A waiter appears. Coffee. Black, I say. Aris nods. Same. I lean forward. I want his circle to collapse. Quietly. Aris lifts one brow. Defying quietly. No explosions. No screaming. Only proof. I tap my phone. And witnesses. The waiter sets the cups down. Steam curls up between us. Aris takes one sip. You brought the video? I slide a flash drive across the table. He doesn't touch it yet. You trust me this much? I meet his eyes. I wouldn't be here if I didn't. He finally takes it. Slips it into his pocket. Then listen. I lean back. You disappear for 2 days, he says. No calls. No replies. Let him spiral. And you? I ask. I start the rumor mill.
Softly.
No names. Just concern. He tilts his head. People love connecting dots. I nod. I'll file the papers tonight. Aris's mouth twitches. That fast. Yes. Phone buzzes again.
Blake.
I decline. Another message flashes. We need to talk.
Please.
I show Aris the screen. He chuckles. He's begging. Not yet, I say. He still thinks he's in charge. I stand. Walk with me. We exit the restaurant side door. Cold air hits. Traffic noise. City alive. We stop beside his car. You ever regret power? He asks. Never, I answer. I regret trusting the wrong people. He opens the passenger door for me. I pause. Look at him. You said you've watched me for years, I say. He nods once. Since your first pitch. And you waited? I ask. Yes, he says simply. I get in. Engine starts. We pull into traffic. My phone vibrates nonstop in my bag. Aris glances over. You're shaking. I'm angry, I correct. He nods. Anger is fuel. We stop at a red light. I pull my phone out. Finally open Blake's last message.
Please.
Let me explain. I type back. Come home tonight. We'll talk. Send. Aris exhales. You're inviting the wolf in. I'm setting the trap, I say. We arrive at my building. Elevator ride.
Silent. Tense.
Door opens. Apartment dark. I flip the light. Kitchen clean. Table empty. Aris sets his bag down. Where do you want me? Living room. Stay silent unless I say your name. He nods. Moves without a sound. I go to the bedroom. Pull out a small camera. Set it on the bookshelf. Angle adjusted. Test record.
Red light on.
I walk back out. Doorbell rings.
Once. Twice.
I open the door. Blake stands there. Eyes bloodshot. Tie loose. Tess, he says. Thank God. I step aside. Come in. He enters fast. Looks around. Where's Sarah?
Gone, I say.
He stiffens. What do you mean gone? Sit, I say. He hesitates, then drops onto the couch. You're acting crazy, he mutters. I stand across from him, arms crossed. Talk, I say. He rubs his face. Okay. I messed up. Messed up how? I ask. With Sarah. It meant nothing. I tilt my head. Nothing. Yes, he says quickly. Stupid mistake. And the plan? I ask calmly. His eyes flick up. What plan? I step closer. The one where you said you'd get rid of me. Silence. His jaw tightens. You're imagining things. I press the remote in my pocket. The camera hums quietly. Try again, I say. He stands. Voice rising. You're paranoid. I take one step back.
Aris.
From the shadows, Aris steps into the light. Blake freezes. What the hell is this? He snaps. I look him dead in the eye. This, I say, is the end of your control. Blake stares at Aris. Who is this? Aris folds his arms. Sit down. Blake laughs once.
Fake.
Sharp. You don't get to tell me what to do. I hold up my phone. Press play. His own voice fills the room. Once Tess signs, she's out. Blake's face drains. I say, sit. He drops back onto the couch. You recorded me, he whispers. I protected myself, I reply. He looks at Aris. You think this helps her? Aris steps closer. It ends you. Blake jumps up. You're turning my wife against me. I step in front of him. You did that yourself. He grips the edge of the couch. Tess, I can fix this. I nod once. Say it again. Say what? He snaps. The part about removing me. Silence. I lift the phone again. Say it. He exhales hard.
Fine.
I plan to push you out. Aris checks his watch.
Good.
Keep going. Blake glares at him. You're enjoying this. Aris shrugs. I enjoy honesty. Blake turns to me. You were distracted. I had to take control. Of my life. I ask. He steps closer. You wouldn't survive without me. I press pause on the video. That's enough. He points at Aris. You think he's better? I answer. He didn't sleep with my CFO. Blake's jaw tightens. I was stressed. I walk to the door. Lock it. Turn back. No exits tonight, I say. His voice rises. You can't trap me in my own house. Aris sits down in the armchair. She can do anything now. Blake points at me. This is abuse. I laugh once. You plan to erase me, remember? He rubs his temples. I needed leverage. I hold the flash drive between my fingers. I have it. He freezes. You don't need to destroy me, he says. We can settle quietly. Aris stands. Too late. Blake lunges toward the door. I step in front of him. Move, he orders. I don't. Aris grabs his arm from behind. Blake struggles. Let go of me. Aris twists his wrist just enough to stop him. No pain, just control. I open my phone. Start recording video. Say it clearly, I tell Blake. Look at the camera. He pants. This is insane. Say it. I repeat. He glares at me, then at the phone. Then he breaks. I plan to remove Tess from everything, he says. I cheated. I lied. I used her. I keep the camera steady. Aris releases him. Blake slumps back onto the couch. I stop recording. Silence. Blake looks up at me, eyes hollow. You won. No, I say. You lost. He laughs bitterly. What happens now? I walk to the table. Pick up a folder.
Slide it to him.
Sign. He opens it. Hands shaking. Divorce papers? Yes. And if I don't, he asks. I hold up the phone again. Then everyone hears your voice. He stares at the page. Aris hands him a pen. Blake hesitates. Then signs. I take the folder back. Get your things, I say. He looks around the room. Tonight? Yes. He stands slowly. Walks to the bedroom. Aris watches him go. You were calm. I was finished being polite, I reply. Blake returns with a bag. Won't meet my eyes. At the door he stops. You think you're safe now? I answer. I'm free. He opens the door.
Leaves.
I lock it behind him. Silence again. Aris turns to me. That was clean. I drop onto the couch. Exhale. Now, he says, we dismantle his world. I look at him.
Calm. Steady.
Yes, I say. Now we do. Morning light. Kitchen quiet. I scroll headlines on my phone. Executive under fire after leaked recordings. I sip coffee. Aris enters. It started. I nod. Good. Phone vibrates nonstop. Blake's name. Unknown numbers. I ignore all. Aris points at the screen. Your video is everywhere. Not my problem, I say. Doorbell rings. I check the camera. 2 men in suits. 1 woman with a badge. Here we go, I mutter. I open the door. Miss Tess, the woman says. We need to ask you some questions. I step aside. Come in. They sit. Aris stays standing behind me. The woman opens a folder. Your husband has been accused of misconduct. I cross my arms. Ex-husband. She blinks. You filed last night? Yes. One of the men asks, did you provide the recordings? I answer, I protected myself. They exchange looks. The woman nods. We may need copies. I slide a flash drive across the table. They take it. Phones buzz on the table. The man glances at his screen. More reports coming in. They stand. Thank you for your cooperation, the woman says. After they leave, Aris locks the door. You okay? He asks. Never better, I answer. I open my laptop. Messages flood in. Former partners. Old friends. Reporters. I close the lid. My phone rings. I answer without checking. You destroyed me, Blake's voice spits. You did that yourself, I reply. You think this ends well? He snaps. I hang up. Aris watches. You're ruthless. I learned from him, I say. Afternoon. We step outside. Cameras across the street. Shouting names. I keep walking.
Sunglasses on.
A reporter blocks my path. Tess. Any comment on Blake's downfall? I stop. Look straight at the lens. Actions have consequences. Flashbulbs explode. Aris guides me through the crowd.
Car doors slam.
Engine starts.
We drive.
My phone vibrates again. New headline alert. Board suspends Blake pending investigation. Aris smirks. He's done. I lean back. Good. We stop at a cafe. Side entrance. Inside, quiet. Safe. We sit. Aris slides his phone to me. Another alert. Sarah Cooper resigns amid scandal. I chuckle once. Falling dominoes. Aris studies me. How do you feel? I shrug. Empty. Clean. Evening. Apartment again. Door slams shut. Silence. I pour a glass of water. My hands don't shake anymore. Aris stands at the window. He won't recover. Not my job to save him, I say. He turns. You've changed. Yes, I answer. I survived. Phone vibrates one last time. Block number, please. I have nothing left. I delete it. I place the phone face down. Aris steps closer. You ready to move forward? I look at him.
Steady.
Unafraid. Yes. Outside, sirens in the distance. Inside, control. Everything he tried to steal from me is gone. And I'm still standing. Morning. Apartment quiet. Sun cuts through blinds. Aris sits at the table. Laptop open. Reports are clean. Blake's exposure is total. I pour coffee. Hands steady. Good. No loose ends. None. He's isolated. Sarah's gone. Bored panic is contained. I nod. Perfect. I grab my jacket. Let's move. Aris follows. Car waiting outside. Engine running. I slide in. Seatbelt clicks. He starts driving. Traffic moves. Cameras flash from a distance. I ignore them. Phone buzzes. New emails. Investors' contacts. Delete most. Keep essentials. First stop. I ask.
Shark, he says.
He wants a meeting. I smirk. Then we meet him. Car turns into side street. We stop at building. Valet nods. We enter. Lobby full of people. Security eyes us, then waves us through. We ride the elevator. Floor 22. Doors open. Office sleek, modern.
Shark stands.
Tall, imposing. Hands clasped. Tess. I step forward. Shake his hand. Morning. He gestures to a seat. I sit. Aris behind me. Shark nods. I've seen the news. Impressive work. I lean forward. It wasn't luck. It was precision. He smiles. Ruthless and smart. I like it. I glance at Aris. He nods. Silent support. Shark moves closer. You want control, resources, reach. I can provide. Conditions? I ask. None against you, he says. You lead. I follow strategy. I study him. And Blake. Handled, Shark says. He's finished. I nod. Good. Aris leans forward. We want total coverage. No surprises. Shark smirks. You'll have it. I stand. Then let's begin. We exit the office. Street busy. Cameras flash. I keep face neutral. Aris opens the car door. I slide in. Engine starts. Next, I ask. Plan consolidation, he says. Secure every asset, every contact, every angle. I nod. Hands on the wheel. Do it. Drive through city. Meetings lined up. Calls handled. Notes taken. Every move calculated. Phone buzzes again.
Blake. Ignore.
Evening. Apartment. Door locked. Lights dim. Laptop open. Files organized. Evidence stored. Plans drawn. Aris hands me a folder. Investor overview. I scan. Approve. Everything is in place. He smiles faintly. You're unstoppable. I check my phone. No new messages from Blake. Deleted.
Gone.
I lean back. Breath even. Eyes sharp. Aris sits beside me. Next up. Expansion, I say. Total control. No shadows. No weaknesses. He nods. I follow. I glance at him. Good. Stay close. Outside, sirens. City alive. People moving. Life continuing. Inside, control. Power in my hands. Phone buzzes. Message from a trusted contact. Everything is ready. I stand. Walk to window. Look out. Night lights stretch across the city. I turn to Aris. Then we start tomorrow. He smiles. Silent approval. I close my laptop. Lights off. Door locked. Security protocols in place. Hands on the balcony rail. Air cold. Mind sharp. This is mine now, I say. Aris steps behind. And no one can stop you. I nod. No one. We stand there.
Quiet.
Strategy set. Moves ready. Blake is irrelevant. Sarah is gone. Only action matters. Tomorrow we execute.
Tonight we prepare.
I exhale.
Sharp.
Controlled. Focused. Power secured. Alliance unbreakable. I step back inside. Aris follows. City waits. We don't. No fear. No hesitation. Only the next move. Everything I lost, I've reclaimed. And I'm just getting started. Morning. Sun hits the balcony. I step outside. City stretches below. Aris follows. Everything ready? Yes, I say. Hands on rail. Mind sharp. Tonight it's over. Phone buzzes. Blake.
Blocked.
No sound.
Good.
I grab my coat. Slide on gloves. Car waiting. Engine warm.
We drive.
Streets busy, but I don't flinch. Eyes forward. Focused. Arrive at Blake's private office. Security neutralized by Aris. I step out. Door opens silently. Aris beside me. Inside, Blake sits behind desk. Face pale. Tess, please. I cross my arms. No more please. He stands. I can fix this. I can. Enough, I snap. Step closer. This ends now. I place the flash drive on his desk. Evidence of everything. He swallows. You wouldn't. I already did, I say. Board, press, legal. They know. He sits back. You think this is fair? I stare. Fair? You destroyed trust. You betrayed everything. This is justice. Aris steps forward. And total exposure. Blake glances at him. Fear flickers. You two against me? I shake my head. I am done playing victim. You made your choice. I made mine. Blake's hands tremble. Tess, please. I lift my phone. Start recording.
Say it.
Admit it all. He hesitates. Swallows. Voice shakes. I betrayed Tess. Planned to remove her. Cheated. Lied. I stop recording.
Perfect.
Enough. Aris watches quietly. I nod. Sign these, I say. Divorce papers, transfer of joint assets, formal resignations. Blake hesitates. I press.
Now.
Pen in hand. Hands shaking. He signs. I collect everything. Folder, flash drive, phone. Evidence secured. He slumps. I lost everything. You lost yourself, I say. Step back. Door opens. Legal representatives enter silently. Confirm files received, signed, recorded. Blake looks around, powerless. I smile faintly.
Calm.
Dominant. Aris whispers. You want him out now? I nod. Yes. 2 guards escort Blake. No struggle. No fight. Just exit. I watch him leave. Door closes. Silence. Aris turns. He won't come back. Good, I say. No distractions. No shadows. Only forward. I move to the window. Night falls. City lights stretch. Breath steady. Heart calm. Phone buzzes. Messages from allies. Everything aligned. I check my laptop. Investor confirmations, security reports, all green. I close it. Hands rest on table. It's finally done. Aris steps closer. What now? I smirk. Now we live.
We grow.
We take what's ours, without fear. He nods. Silent agreement. We step outside. Wind hits. Fresh, sharp. No cameras. No threats. Only control. I take a deep breath. Mind clear. Focused. Everything he took, I reclaimed. Everything he tried to destroy, I built stronger. Aris smiles faintly. You're unstoppable. I look at him. Not yet, but close. We walk down the steps. Night city alive around us. Cars pass. People move. Life continues. I stop. Turn to Aris. This is the real beginning. He nods. Then let's move. I exhale. Hands firm. Head high. Freedom. Power.
Victory.
All mine. No regrets. No doubts. Only the future. We disappear into the city lights. Step by step, plan by plan. Blake is irrelevant. Shadows gone. I am Tess.
Alive.
Unbroken. In control. The world is next.